Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. All right, Lucy, Helen, Kiana, Minna, Brianna, Alex, got you. Faith, Mariana, Christian, no Jennifer, no Christopher, Ethan, got him. Victoria, I saw you. No Alexa, Kevin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Excellent. All right.
Yes, ma'am. I was just trying to be nice, okay?
Jax, get to class. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So, since you got a day off tomorrow, and it actually leads you into a 3-day weekend, what do you got planned? Working. Wow, that's exciting.
I took the weekend off because Friday I'm going to be playing tennis. Saturday I got conference. And then we're going to a wrestling show.
A wrestling show?
Yes.
So like WWE?
No. ACW.
Okay, well, same concept.
Okay.
It's like WrestleMania, but it's not.
Okay, got it.
And Sunday, Mother's Day, we're going to the new.
Sunday's Mother's Day?
Yeah?
Ooh.
Oh, Mr. Brand. It's okay, I'm gonna be at work.
Well, technically, my wife is not my mother, right?
No,
right?
Make sure your son gets
Right?
you something.
My son is 18 or 17. He can get his own darn gift for her.
I didn't say you had to get it.
That's
for him.
true.
Just remind him to get something.
Actually, my kids team up. My daughter is the responsible one. She'll get something. So we're covered. Okay, we're good. Okay, continue because I forgot that. Okay, never mind. Go ahead.
Sunday I'm going to use you for Mother's Day. We're going to have a picnic there. And then that's going to be my 3-day weekend.
Okay. Kiana, why is it people are impressed when you give them dead flowers?
I don't know. Because, like, some people, they keep flowers, and they keep them, like...
You can't keep them. They're dead.
You can press them and, like...
Yeah, it's cool.
They're still dead.
Oh, my gosh.
But there's still a meaning to it, maybe.
I guess.
What's the meaning?
The sentimental value, of course.
If I give my wife flowers, you know what she's going to say to me? What did you do?
Flowers.
What did you do?
What did you do?
That's the most...
See, I buy my mom plants.
Okay.
Not flowers, but plants, so we can plant them in the garden.
See, my wife does that too. We'll go out and we'll buy some plants. But we buy the plants that die every year that you have to replace every year, which is kind of dumb.
Oh, come on.
So.
See, I work at a flower shop, and we get a lot of guys that come in and...
They're desperate. Yeah, you think about it. Every gift we give women, gentlemen, probably gets us in trouble.
Yeah.
Flowers, you're giving them a dead piece of vegetation. Okay, not the coolest. You give them candy. Oh my God, you're trying to make them fat. You buy clothing. You never get the right style or the right color or the right size, so that's out. I'm trying to think of what other gifts you give. You buy them tires that they need for their car, and they get all upset about that. That's not a very romantic gift.
You did something. If you buy somebody jewelry.
Yeah, jewelry means you did something wrong. So again, we can't win. We can't win. All right, what else? Who else has got something exciting planned? Victoria's working. Ethan's got a whole weekend full of crap. Who else?
I'm also doing the greenhouse tonight.
You're doing the greenhouse tonight for Miss Markart? Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
Wait, what?
So you guys got a 3-day weekend and nobody's doing anything. Besides working? Every day you're working, Jaslyn? Ooh. Man.
Every day I'm working too.
You're working too every day?
I work until like 9 o'clock at night, and I have to wake up the next day for...
Well, if you don't wake up, that's called dying.
Yeah.
So it's probably a good idea that you're waking up the next day. Yes.
Not this weekend.
My coworkers are going to hear I quit like 1,000 times this weekend.
From you?
Yep. But you don't actually.
I'm actually kind of shocked by that from you. that it would only be 1,000 times that you would be quitting in the weekend.
Yeah.
Okay. I hate this. I quit. I hate this. I quit. I hate this. I quit. I know. I've worked with people. Okay. Alex, what do you got going this weekend? What's new and exciting? You're going to go to the what tomorrow? What store? The mall? Okay.
He's doing some shopping.
Yeah, you better get there soon because you never know. The mall may be gone in a few years. Well, there's fewer and fewer stores in it all the time. You can look at me that way all you want, Jaslyn, but there's fewer and fewer stores in it.
It is. That's why I said don't
So-
say
We
that.
used to have 2 malls.
Yeah, we used to have 2 malls. One of them used to be a 2 or 3 story mall.
I thought it was
2
only
for
2.
sure. 2 for sure. I think it was 2.
But it was fun to ride.
There
the
used to be a
escalators.
mall called Port Plaza Mall that was literally up the road down Main Street here. That used to be a 2-story mall.
Why do we
2
do
stories.
That would have
And it
escalators.
had all
we had
kinds of, oh
carousels.
my goodness. It had an old fashioned video arcade in it.
Oh, that's so cool.
It had a big old fountain in the middle of it. It was a cool mall. And then it just
cool.
eventually stores stopped going in there and going in there and going in there. And now it's now a parking garage, I think.
Mr. Brand, have you ever been to Minnesota though?
Have I ever been to Minnesota?
Mall
Yes.
America.
I have been to Mall of America.
That mall is huge.
That mall is huge, yes. It's also very expensive, I found.
Yeah.
I mean, if I go to a mall, my wife and I go to outlet malls because they're cheaper.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
Like in Oshkosh, yeah.
right. So I go looking and I'll go to the Nike store and okay, any shoes under $20. Okay. I mean, the last pair I bought from there were $15 and 30% off of that. I got a pair of shoes for $10.50
Where?
at the Nike
That's a
outlet.
Nike outlet.
Dang.
And they were nice shoes. I mean, they weren't like the ugly things that they sell most of the time in there. So,
Did you get Hey Dad?
not at the Nike outlet, no.
They sell Hey Dudes.
At Nike?
Mhm.
I've never seen
I've
it.
never seen them there.
Not at Nike. But so I go in. We always go into the Nike outlet. We always go into the Under Armour outlet and see what's cheap. If it's cheap, we buy it, and if it's not, we don't. So. And the nice part about Under Armour is they give teachers an extra 10% off.
What?
For real?
Yeah,
No, you
nurses, military
Birds.
people, and teachers. So why are you looking at me like that, Faith?
Can you give me something?
Sure, whatever you pay me for ahead of time, I'll go get.
Really?
No. Can't even believe you considered that. I won't even bring you an apple. You think I'm going to go shopping down in Oshkosh for you?
Yeah.
You guys find that funny, right? I mean, she's not living on this planet, is she? Okay.
How'd you know?
So what's your big plans for the weekend, Faith?
Sleeping.
Sleeping. Oh, of course. Get a 3-day weekend, you've got to spend it sleeping. Christian, what are you going to do? Relax. Okay, I at least like that plan. Probably means he's going to sleep, but he's going to relax. Okay?
I can't relax.
We already heard. You have 1,000 things going on. We know. Lucy, any big plans for the weekend?
I'm gonna get crushed by Shauna.
And I think I'm gonna go to Polar Andre down in Sheboygan or wherever it is.
Oh.
You know, the sand dunes. I
Oh,
think I'm gonna
that's,
go there.
that's cool. That's very cool. Okay? So, yeah. Okay. Helen, anything big, anything exciting, anything thrilling?
I just worked and then I'll probably go to
Jeez Louise, is that all you people do is work?
Heck yeah, we gotta make that motion.
Yeah.
You were
You
here
gotta make
every
that
single
what?
day. You're coming to work.
We gotta make money.
We gotta do the same thing.
You're right, but I need to support my wife and children.
You guys support
You don't have a wife and children, do any of you?
No, but I have a car insurance bill.
Why? Because you got a car.
Mm.
Think of how much money you would save if you didn't have a car.
Oh, with that, I walk everywhere.
A lot. A lot.
And just good exercise. Until I do get a car, I'm gonna drive everywhere.
If you think about how much you spend on a car, ooh, man.
My car-
Financial people will tell you it's the worst investment you can make.
Oh, yes.
Worst investment you can make. All right, Ethan, we heard from one Ethan. What do you got for the weekend? Leg day? So you're going to work out on legs all day Friday? Okay.
Real.
Kevin?
I'm gonna go look for places to go fishing.
Places to go fishing. You ever fish at Lily Lake?
I've never fished in Wisconsin.
Oh, okay.
Got a big bass there once.
Your grandma lives over there. Where?
My
Bass is
brother,
really
he could,
By Lily Lake somewhere.
like,
Really?
Mr. Grant, my brother caught,
beach
you know,
has a
like the
lot of
little
bass.
pool, like the Scooby Doo pools
Voyager
in
Park's a good
Norfolk.
place.
Yeah.
My brother caught a northern pipe
If you're gonna go
on
for
one of those. He was bouncing the pool up and down,
Bass,
and he caught
Bay
it.
Beach,
Okay. Okay.
and then
Not easy to do.
Voyager Park is like
Not easy to do.
Isn't that where you live?
Yeah, I live on Lily Lake Road.
There's
Yeah.
some white bass. Do you really?
Wait, what?
No, I'm lying about that.
You know, you can Google his address.
Yeah, I mean, you guys can find out where I live faster than I could tell you.
Damn.
So, but
Oh,
yeah, I live on Lily Lake
Oh,
Road.
that's pretty cool.
All right, Mariano, what's your big plans? You don't know? You're staying open in case somebody calls and says, let's go to the mall, or if Faith calls, don't answer. Don't answer. She only wants to go shopping so that you buy her something.
Some bass.
No, I didn't lie to her. I said the only reason Faith would want to go shopping with you is so that you could buy her something. I didn't say she was going to buy you something. So, Brianna, what's your big plans for the weekend? Wow, you guys are excited about that work thing. Excited about that work thing. Okay. Okay. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got some things we got to get done today. We started the periodic table trends activity yesterday. Now, if you weren't here yesterday, I'm going to have to explain to you how to get caught up. But what we need to do first is get those who were here yesterday working on the things that they need to get done. So,
What year are we here?
what?
What year?
My daughter graduates from college this weekend. So we're going down to see graduation on Saturday. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, I hate graduations. I really do. Because it's 2 hours of sitting there listening to people who you don't really want to hear talk, just to hear one person's name called, and then you still got to stay there afterwards. So
What? Why?
What if you just don't go?
if I don't go, my wife kills me.
Well, not you, but like, let's say you're graduating and you just don't go. You get your diploma after.
Nothing. They mail you your diploma.
Okay, maybe I won't get mine.
My mom usually.
So why wouldn't you go to yours? It's 12 years of hard work that you put in. Finally
Just to get a
paid
piece
off.
of paper.
True. True. And the title, graduate. Yeah. Yep. 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 You don't know. Me neither. Me neither. I'm just saying I'm not a big fan of going to graduation. So, but I will go. I will be there, and actually, I'll get to go to 2 this year. So, because my son graduates as well. So, his won't be near as long as my wife's. So, although for his graduating class, I think they have 8 valedictorians. Yeah, yeah, they need to make harder classes in Kiwani. So,
Hey, at least that one won't be that long.
are you kidding? Each kid gets to make a speech.
Like if there's
Oh.
8 valedictorians,
That's
like,
8
it's gonna be
speeches.
Forever.
See, unlike here at East, where they have people try out to be the speakers at graduation, in Kiwani, they let all of the valedictorians give a speech.
I should be
Why do we have
a speaker.
What?
Why do we have to try that?
Because they don't have the valedictorian give a speech.
Yeah.
Most schools have the valedictorian of the graduating class give a speech. A lot of schools will have the person who finishes second as well. But at East, we choose, and I don't know if it's the same way in the other Green Bay schools, but here we choose to have speakers try out, and then we choose a speaker from them. Yes, sir. What's that? In other words, there are 8 kids who have a 4.0 grade point average, the highest you could get. So, in my daughter's class, I think there were 5. So if you get all A's in all your classes, you are valedictorian. You're number 1 in your graduating class. So
In my graduating class, we had 15.
15 valedictorians?
Yeah, they didn't all give a speech. This
Oof.
is at Preble.
Okay.
But we had, cause they all had more than a 4.0.
Okay.
Yeah, more than a 4.0.
Because Preble used to have some 5 credit classes or something like that. So if you took a 5-credit class, you could get higher than an A. It counted for more than a 4-point on a 4-point GPA scale. Now I don't think they have those anymore. So, but there were kids who used to come in for what they called 0 hour at Preble. 0 hour was before school. It started at 6:30. So depending on the class you took, it could be that. All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right, this is what I need you to open up, and this is where we need you to get to. All right, those of you who weren't here yesterday, when you open this up, this is going to be blank. You are going to start by selecting 9 elements. Okay, so those of you who weren't here yesterday, you're going to start by selecting 9 elements. Okay, those of you who were here yesterday, you need to start going through all of these different graphs. There is one for every one of the columns that you had. And what you need to do, ladies and gentlemen, is start out by labeling the x-axis on every one of these graphs with elements. To do that, you do Edit Chart, Customize, Chart and Axis Titles. You need to change 3 things on each of these graphs. On the x-axis, all of them, every single one, your label is elements. On the y-axis, ladies and gentlemen, is going to match what the tab is. So, atomic mass, this is atomic mass. And then the title. You can make up a title if you want, or you can simply take elements versus atomic mass or atomic mass versus elements, whichever way you want to go. But you need to get titles and labels on every one of your graphs, ladies and gentlemen. So if those of you who were here yesterday want to start doing that, that is what you can get done. Those of you who were not here yesterday, I will go through with you how to start filling out that data table, and then you're going to have to get caught up. Okay? So again, when you click on a chart, Edit Chart, Customize, Chart and Axis Titles. When you click on one of the titles here, this drop down will show you the chart title, the chart subtitle, the X or the horizontal axis title, and the vertical axis title. And then in the box, you can click what you want it to be. If you want to change some things, ladies and gentlemen, like the font and things, please feel free to. If you want to change the size, if you want to change the color, please feel free to do that if you wish, ladies and gentlemen. You can make it bold. You can make it italics. You can play around with it, but you can start taking and doing that. Okay? All right. Now, for those who were not here yesterday, to fill out this part, the blank data table, you're going to take and select 9 elements. So those who were here yesterday, you should be able to get started. Those who weren't, here's what you're going to do. So Ethan, Christopher, you're going to select 9 elements, okay? Any 9 that you wish. So I'm going to select these 3 elements. I'm going to select sodium, potassium, and cesium. Now you can take them out of group 1 or 2, 13 through 18. Do not select any that are in here. Do not select any that are down at the bottom here. And do not select hydrogen and helium because there are not enough in that period. So after you select these 3, you're going to go to a different group and you're going to select 3 in a different group. But because you selected an element in period 3, when you get to the different group, you need to select the one that is in the 3rd period there as well. And then you could select again. So if you want to do then the halogens, you can do that. Any 3 of these groups, 1, 2, 13 through 18. But once you select your 3 elements in a period, you got to go to that same period and group for those. So these are in the same group. These are in the same period. So that is what we mean, ladies and gentlemen. So when you select your 9 elements, there need to be 3 in the same group, and they need to also be in the same periods. Questions? Okay. Then you're going to take and type them into this table. Christopher, your phone needs to be put away. Your headphones need to be put away. Okay? And please get to work on this. Okay? When you guys get those 9 picked out, call me over before you go any further because I want to make sure you selected them correctly so you don't run into trouble later on. So take out a periodic table and get going, please. Okay? And if any of you need help with the other parts, please raise your hand and I will come over and give you assistance.
Yes, the only ones that'll be different are your choice.
Thank you, I couldn't get
Because
up.
for your choice, you have to tell me
I mean, I couldn't.
Like melting point, boiling point, things
So
like that.
now that you have selected, now you're gonna go to.
Correct.
Wow.
The bottom is what's going to be on that side. Okay?
Okay. You selected? Okay, so listen for a minute. You're gonna go to ptable.com, and then it's
Chart
gonna
and
give you all of
axis
the
title.
information you need.
On an axis, you're gonna put the
So,
elements.
no, whichever one it
On the
was.
side, you're gonna put whatever it is down here.
Click on left hand.
The only
And
ones
then
that will
it's
differ
gonna
are your
tell you
choice,
your radius.
whatever your choice was, that's what you're gonna put
And
on
then
the
you
side.
put it down in radius. Sorry.
And then
So like if you chose boiling point, density,
Yeah.
specific heat, whatever it is.
boiling
whatever.
points with that, and
So
then
the
do
two,
element.
the two choice ones, you're
Correct.
gonna pick 2 other
Okay,
things.
so you're
that
gonna
are
do that
on
for all of
this
your graphs.
table,
Okay, and that's what we're doing today.
and
That's what we're getting done
write down
today.
what you want.
Okay?
Like, so you could pick electronegativity, you could pick boiling point, melting point, ionization.
So go to,
Yes.
so you see where it
Don't
says
do
atomic
hardness,
mass?
because hardness
That's
is gonna
what's
be
gonna
really
go
hard.
on the y
No
axis.
pun intended, because some of them are
L.
gases.
On the x
So that's not
axis
really
is
gonna work.
always elements. 'cause those are
And
the
don't
elements.
pick.
Okay. So as you click through these, like this one, you're gonna do atomic number on the side. But
Well,
it's
you
still
can't
gonna
do
be
discover,
elements on the
because
bottom.
that's a year, that's
For
not really
here,
gonna help us.
It's going to be elements on the bottom, valence
I
electrons,
think it's
whatever you chose. So like boiling point, density, specific heat, whatever it was. Yes.
What was the one other one that they couldn't pick?
Don't pick abundance and don't pick discovered date.
Or hardness.
Well,
Well,
I just said hardness
hardness,
is
you're
hard.
gonna, you may not be able to find it for all.
Right, because you're probably not gonna be able to find it. That just changes the units. So that's the only reason I said not to choose hardness is because most of them are in gases. So hardness isn't really gonna help you in what we're trying to do. So abundance and discovered date are the 2 that you do not want to pick. The rest of them. Okay.
Take out a periodic table.
I'm gonna use your desk.
So capitalize that.
Like I couldn't bend anymore, but I'm not going far. I'm just going to check on.
So you picked boron, carbon.
Just make sure it's
Okay, so you can't then do oxygen.
Yep.
You can only select 3 from 3
Yes.
different groups. Then you have to select different periods within that group.
Hardness is gonna be, but it's gonna be hard. So
You're
you're
the
gonna
boss.
find it for all of them. So like I didn't fix that one. I did.
That's all I
and I did.
No, you need to get rid of all
You know,
of
but you
them.
can pick whatever you want. Just make sure
Okay.
you change
So
instead of
now,
it saying
you
your
need to pick
choice.
2
what
another
it
element
is.
under boron. Any other element there.
You know, don't leave it as your
Okay.
choice, but actually tell us.
Then
what you
pick
did.
1 under carbon, then pick 1 under nitrogen. But depending on which one you pick, so let's say you pick gallium, then you gotta pick this one and this one because it's in the same period
And
as
then
that.
go to chart and
You
exercise.
understand what I mean?
So I can't
And
do
then-
that one.
So this will
You
be your
could, but then
title,
you gotta do
and
this
the
one and this one.
horizontal will be this way, and then your
So then those would be your next 3. Okay, now pick
Yes, ma'am.
another one. Anywhere from here down.
6.94.
Okay, then you use this one and
That's
this
your
one.
atomic mass. Don't worry about those. Those are
Okay.
actually like your,
Now, open up a new
valence
tab
electron.
with the,
So
and
your
type
energy
in
levels for the valence
ptable.com.
electron one, whatever the last number is here, that's your valence electron.
ptable.com.
So the last number would be.
Yeah. That was 3.
Okay.
Like atomic number, I
So
know for most
that
of them,
periodic
I don't know
table,
atomic
Jen.
mass off the top of my head.
You can
I
fill out
don't
all the
know,
information you
like,
need to fill out the rest
So
of
so
this.
confused. I
table.
thought it was these numbers
Okay.
right here. And I was
So,
like, wait, what? I
When
was
you
like,
click
the
on your
three
element,
is,
up
like,
above will be the
mass
atomic
And I was
number.
like, wait, what?
Down below will be
It's
the
like, I'm so
atomic
used to
mass.
seeing it on here, and then
But-
this just like kind of came out.
Over here on the
Oh,
side,
I'm too tired.
if you go down, one will say radius, and you'll be able to see a number for it, and it's in picometers. The two that are your choice, you can pick any other property you want. So there's boiling point, there's melting point, there's density, there's specific heat.
This very
Pick
last
any
number,
two of those
that's
properties
gonna be
that
your
you
valence
want
electron.
and list the
There's
numbers
only
for that.
like 2 more.
Okay? What? Well, it's already a gas in the room right now. Hydrogen gas. So yeah, you can boil it, yes. By the way, do you see where it says,
Of course you can.
You're looking good.
where is it, energy levels?
Stay away
You're the
from.
trucker.
You see that one that says energy levels on the side?
Yeah.
The last number in there, now for hydrogen, there's only one number there, but the last number, so it may go like 2, 8, 6.
like 2 comma.
Yes, the last number is the number of valence electrons if you're looking for it.
And
Just
go back
the
to
last
your other
number.
one.
Okay? So start getting that filled up. Okay.
Even if
So-
it says NA, just
Go back
From-
to here. Put that there.
Here,
Yeah.
here, or here through here.
So like get rid
Pick
of
3 of
I thought I
these
picked different
groups.
ones.
So just
No.
put a check mark above any
Your-
3 of those
so
groups. that
all
you
of
want.
this will be electronegativity. So you're just putting it
Okay.
there.
I don't know.
Now, in this
And then you
group,
can change it if you
pick
want.
3 of the elements from here down.
those are like.
So put a check mark right by the element.
I just was peeking.
Okay, so now,
Just Faith thought you would pick
you
the
pick
one
this
for each
one,
one.
this one, and this one, which is fine.
It's the column and then all the way down.
Because you picked this one, and you also picked this period, for that group, you're gonna do that one.
As long as
This
you
one,
did them for
this
all of
one,
them, yeah.
and then you're gonna do this one, and this one. Those are gonna be your 9 elements that you're gonna type in the symbol for there. So you start with Li, then Be, then B, Na, Mg,
It's the
Al.
same thing.
That's how you're gonna put them in there, list them that way. Okay? Alright?
It's the same thing.
Oh no, it is specific heat.
Yeah, you have specific heat,
Okay, how we
but you have specific heat as well.
Okay.
Or do you have boiling point?
Atomic rate, the
Do you have
electron.
boiling point and specific heat?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
so
what I
then,
messed up on.
So that's why that one's right.
This one was supposed to be.
Okay.
that just wasn't making sense to me.
So I just put the phone number, right? I don't need to like.
Christian, I got it. I got it. What's up, sir? Okay, so let me see the graphs.
This one's already
I
done.
know,
Yep.
I know.
It's taking, so.
You still need a title.
So energy.
Edit
So do
chart.
edit chart, customize, and then
Customize.
a type, then click on that and go type chart title,
That one.
and then give it a title. You
And
can
then
do
the
element
title, and then just
versus
scroll down for your
atomic
title.
mass, you can come up with how big an atom is, something like that, okay? Okay? Good. And then are we okay? Yes, every graph that you do needs a title and labels on the X and Y axis. Now, your x-axis is always the same. Your x-axis is always elements. But everyone still needs a title and everyone still needs a y-axis. The y-axis is which one you're picking down here. The title, you can always do atomic radius versus element. Atomic mass versus element. Atomic number versus element. Okay? But yes, you need a title on everyone. And you need a your axis is labeled.
split screen?
We are going to do everything else, but I'm just trying to give people a few minutes to
Going
get
back and
caught.
forth?
Yes. Yes.
I'm just telling you.
Okay, come on, keep going, guys. You're behind, you got a lot to do. I'm just saying, get to work. I'm not saying whose fault it is. I want you to get done so that I can start showing you what to do next. Okay, so open up a new tab. Okay, you got P table, good. Now, over here, there's a lot of information, okay? So your first element was lithium, so let's select lithium, okay? So up on the top here is the atomic number, down on the bottom here is the mass number. So if you go into your Google Sheet, for the mass number, you can type in the number that is on the bottom here. For the atomic number, you can type in the one on the top, and you can get this off of here or off of there. But if you go back to that P table, and you go down here, go down a little bit, you see where it says radius? That's the number that you put in for atomic radius, that 167, okay? So that's where you will find those numbers to put in, okay? So once you get all of the numbers all the way to valence electrons put in, then I can come and show you how to do the last two. You see here where it says energy levels? You see the last number, 2, 1? That last number is the number of valence electrons, okay? So that's where you'll find those pieces of information. Okay, let's see your graphs, please.
Atomic radius.
That's, okay, so there was none for the last three. Okay.
Ionization, which is my choice. And electrolyte.
Okay.
And I did include the.
Thank you. Yep,
You're supposed
good.
to.
Yep, good.
Yes.
You getting there?
Okay.
I had college credit cards with Mr. Andrews, and I just thought I have school. It's only one class though.
Yes. Yes. Yep, the last number.
Okay. Although, or if it's Franklin, you'd have to go to.
Really?
I used to go to those. I hate because of the day that we had bought, they had no
If
power.
you guys don't spend a little more time
Or the
working
one
less
we
than
had the
talking
2 hour delay, they had no power all day, so they didn't have us.
Dude, you ain't getting
They
nothing
had to
done.
make up.
I got it. We'll give you that. Let's go.
6 things I got.
So think
I
that we
understand.
had
We're
power,
going so slow. Come on.
or otherwise we would be still.
I understand it's tedious. It isn't hard. Just takes a little time. You'll get there. But again, you'll get there quicker if you spend more time working and less time talking.
So I'm gonna start you getting ready for.
Please remember too, ladies and gentlemen, once you decide what your choices are, you should change their labels up here to be what they actually are. So it shouldn't say your choice 1 and your choice 2. It should now say density or specific heat or boiling point or whatever that is, so we know what those numbers are representing, ladies and gentlemen.
So you're getting ready for your race all weekend.
Well, I'm working the racetrack tomorrow night.
Mr. Bragg, the mass is measured in AMUs, right?
Mass is measured in AMUs, yes.
Yeah, my mom's boyfriend, one of his sons passed away. They were trying to sell all of his stuff.
Mr. Brand, did you play basketball today since you guys signed the uniform?
Nope, we didn't have enough to play today. Kind of a disappointing morning. Are you done?
Oh, God, no.
Okay, can you get finished first?
I can kind of see you play with them.
Yeah. Okay, so now if you go in here. And open that one.
Is your wife excited, Mr. Brand, for the graduation?
Yes, very.
As you're not looking forward to it at all.
What's that?
I said, as there's you not looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to seeing her graduate. I'm just not looking forward to the 2 hours it'll take for the 30 seconds for her to walk across the stage, shake somebody's hand, and get her diploma.
Go undo that. No, like I was trying to get it so that it formatted the same way. Mr. Brand.
Yeah.
So Mariana did her data and everything on her EMU sign.
Okay.
So now we're trying to copy it here. And
Okay.
I don't know how to reformat it. Because I tried the Control V thing and it didn't work to reformat it. What is it? Was it touching when you were on? I'm sorry, Mariana.
Oh,
How are you doing? Don't put C's here, put it up here. Because otherwise it won't graph. Sorry. Yeah, we don't want any units in the bottom part. So you'll just have to delete all those C's.
One of them?
And that's fine. I'm just saying, like,
Wait, no, I lost your arm.
sorry.
No, you're good.
We lost our call.
Whether you were talking or not, I forgot. I do that a lot.
Your graph just won't work if you have letters in there.
Okay, thank you.
I tried remembering everything I needed to tell you, but I guess I forgot a few things.
just like the first one.
Yeah.
Was there a lot of kids absent today?
We just lost the call. So it's not-
If they were seniors, there were.
It just, I did that so you could see that the first, the fourth, and the seventh one were in the same family. It's okay. All right, so now. Okay, so now you can start.
I wouldn't want to do that because then you'd have to go later.
I think though you accidentally put commas in there,
What?
so you're gonna want to change that because that's gonna change your numbers dramatically. Okay, but now you can start going through and putting in your labels on each of the graphs, on the X, the Y axis, and the title.
Hours.
Okay.
And we need more than elementary.
All right. All right, give me your attention for a few minutes, ladies and gentlemen, even if you're someone who's finishing up this first part, because for those who are done, we're going to show you what you need to do next. Okay? Now, I should have, and this is my fault, I should have set your graphs up better for you for something that we're going to be doing on Monday. But I didn't. I forgot to do this to it, so we're going to do it now. So, if you take a look at the atomic radius graph, okay, hang on a minute. Okay. All right. So if we look at the atomic radius, we've got this line with these nice dots on it. But I don't think you have those dots on the atomic mass graph, do you? Okay, so we're going to change that because of something that we're going to do with this later on. We really want to see where these points are. So again, you're going to go edit chart. So you're going to have to go through each one of these graphs and do this individually. You're going to go edit chart, customize again, and then you're going to go down to where it says series. And in here, it has the line color. If you want to change the line color, you are welcome to. You could change the line thickness if you want. But down here where it says point size, it's reading 0px. You need to change that. And I would suggest changing that to about 10. Okay? It makes the dots nice and easy to read. They're thicker than the line, so you could see the points. If you want to change the shape, you're welcome to. I mean, there's all these different shapes that you can use again, okay? But for what we're going to do coming up on Monday, it would help if we have these points on there. So then go to atomic number, okay? Again, edit chart, customize in series. And here you could change the point size again to probably about a 10. And again, if you want to change the color of the line, knock your socks off. I'm okay. I don't care. It's your choice. But you need to do this with all of them, ladies and gentlemen, including the your choice, just so that we can easily see the points for something we're going to need to do later. So again, no points here. Edit chart, customize series. And then under point size, I would do about a 10, okay? So let's get that done, ladies and gentlemen, to all of your graphs, because then that will set us up for the next thing, okay? So we'll give you about 5 or 6 minutes here to get that done, ladies and gentlemen. We'll go around, we'll make sure the other people who are getting there are getting done with this, and then I'll show you what to do. But if you could do that, that would be great. Victoria, what can I do for you?
On one of them, for my atomic mass, it doesn't have my letters on the bottom. This is the only slide that doesn't.
Let me see.
That one has it. That one has it. But atomic mass is open.
Yes, I would, yeah.
Did you label all of your charts? Wherever the bottom goes on your line. And then it's elements on the bottom.
I'll just do that.
I mean, if you want to run quick and you come back, you can.
Yeah, all of them have it. I'll just do that.
Just
Wait.
Is it atomic mass? Yeah. So you go to edit chart. And then you want to customize. Like that. You have to put a title. Whatever you want it to be. And you can do atomic mass. Gladish element. Like isolated atomic mass of various elements. Okay, so there you go. And then horizontal elements. Vertical atomic mass. Yeah. Yep. The ones that have units, put units. So electronegativity and melting point should have units. But if they don't have a unit, then you don't have to worry about it.
So this one, I think.
I don't think it was there.
Maybe it doesn't have units.
Melting point has that, but I have it in the name. Does that?
Yeah, but you still gotta put it when you put it on your axis.
Yeah, so I
It
would
just
just do
somehow
it.
Yeah.
instead of vertical, horizontally.
That's the only one that you need that for.
Sure, yeah, thank you.
There you go. Okay.
Are we good? Mr. Graham, what do we name the title?
The title,
Double.
the title of the chart or the title of the y-axis?
Oh, the y-axis.
The y-axis, if you look at what tab you're on, down at the bottom. So when you're on atomic mass, that's what goes on the y-axis. When you're on atomic number, that's what goes on the y-axis. So those tabs tell you what you're graphing. Okay, then you need a title with it. Okay, we good? Okay, so now if you do edit chart, customize, and now do chart and axis titles. So now you can put in a title for the chart up at the top. Now, this is the atomic number versus element. So that's what you can put, atomic number versus element. Okay, now click the chart and axis titles and do horizontal axis. That is always going to be elements. Okay, in every one of them it's going to be elements. And then do vertical axis. And that is going to be whatever the name of the tab that you're on is, so atomic number. Okay? So you need to do that for all of them, please. Okay? Did you get that too?
All at the bottom of the
Yeah, and you need to you need to do that for all of your graphs though. So you need to go and you need to, like right now, you don't have anything on the x-axis. So under chart titles, go down, or yes. Horizontal axis. There you go. So in that box, type in elements. And that's what you do on all of them. Every one of them, the horizontal axis is the exact same. Then make sure you add a vertical axis title and a title for the chart. Okay? All right, we're good? Getting there, Jennifer? Kevin, we getting there? Yeah. So these. Okay, so here's the easiest thing to do for a title.
I'm here.
When you're gonna do a title for the chart
Make sure you
title,
always put a chart title as well.
do element versus
Atomic number.
do element versus atomic. Whatever's on one axis versus what's on the other. That's the easiest title to give it.
Of various elements
Okay.
or whatever.
That's a standard way of doing it in science. Okay?
However you want to title. On your y-axis, if it has a unit, make sure you put it.
Okay, please listen because I want everyone, no matter how far you are, to get this done. So if you're not done with your titles yet, that is okay, but we're all going to do this next thing together because then on Monday, when you come in, this part of it will be done for sure and we will not have to worry about it. The nice part about doing these on Google Sheets is as long as when we put our graphs into our Google document, our EISN, if you change something, it's always just a matter of hitting an update button. You don't need to go back, but I want to make sure we get this done before Monday so that on Monday when we come in, we do not have a problem doing this, okay? So right now, ladies and gentlemen, you need to go into your EISN, okay? And you need to go to the third slide. Now, we're going to take all of the graphs we just made and we are going to put them into here. So again, even if you're still finishing titles and things like that, please stop so that we get these in here because we got to do a couple things. And one of them, if you don't do it today, when you go to do the activity on Monday, we're going to be moving these shapes around and highlighting things on our graph. And you're going to pull it onto your graph. You're going to put it where you want it, and it's going to vanish. And you're going to be like, all right, what happened to it? And I'm going to tell you what's going to happen to it because this is what we're going to do. So, ladies and gentlemen, when you are on this slide, we should all be on slide number 3. This is the atomic number graph. So you're going to go up to the top to where it says insert and click the insert button. You're going to go down to where it says chart. And then you are going to go across and you're going to select from sheets at the bottom just like I did here. So chart from sheet. So insert, chart from sheet. Now, the Google sheet that you have been working on should be the one that pops up in this upper corner here. So click on it once, or I'm sorry, double click on it. And now you are looking at all of your graphs. Now, all of your graphs have titles on them, unlike mine, correct? Okay, so which slide was this for? For which graph? So you need to find the one that says atomic number. And again, you'll have 6 different graphs. Click on the one for atomic number and then hit import. Okay? So now you have imported it in there. Now, this is the tricky part. This is the part I need you to listen carefully to. I am now going to right-click on the graph. I clicked off of it for a second, just anywhere off of screen. And now I'm going to right-click on it. And it brings up this menu. Now, the important part is in Google Sheets. When you put an image down and then you put another image on, it'll take whatever image and it will stack them, one on top of the other. Okay? But because this is the last image I brought in, this is like the top sheet of paper. Well, I don't want it on the top. I want it further down. So this button here that says order, if you click it, it gives you some options.
Send back.
Send it to back. You want to send it to the back. If you send it backwards, it'll move it down 1. If you send it to the back, it'll move it to the bottom of this stack, and that's where we need it. So we're going to send it to the back. Because on Monday, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to take these ovals and things and you're going to drag them on there, and now they will stay on there. If you do not make it so that it is in the back, if this is bring to the front, you'll notice that oval of mine just went away. So we're going to right-click, order, we're going to send to the back. Why? That puts it on the bottom, and anything that we bring in later on will be on top of it. Okay? So you need to do this for all 6 of your graphs. Okay? So if you go to the next slide, if you go to slide 5, now this is the atomic mass graph. So you're going to do insert, chart, again, from sheets. The upper right-hand corner is the one you want. We're going to double-click it. And now this one was mass number. So we are going to take and import the one that is the mass number. If you want to move it, center it, whatever you can. I'm going to click off it. I'm going to right click back on it. And I'm going to send it to the back. Okay? It is important that you send it to the back because, like I said, these shapes on Monday, we are going to do something with them. And if you don't move this to the back, you're going to drag these on here. They're going to go away. You're going to drag them on. They're going to go away. And you're going to be frustrated. So again, when you bring it on, you got to right click on it and send it to the back. Don't send it backwards. Send it to the back. That puts it at the bottom. Okay? So you have got all 6 of your graphs that you have to bring in. Make sure you're putting the right graph on the right slide. I'm sorry, my slides are a little bit out of order. I should have done the atomic radius first, but it's later on. Even the your choice ones are here. So you're going to take all of your graphs and you're going to put them into your EISN, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, all of your graphs go in your EISN. All right, questions? Okay, so if you're not done changing titles and things on your graph, you can still do this, and then you can go back into your Google Sheets, or I'm sorry, into the, yes, Google Sheets, and you can still go through and you can edit your chart with your titles. And it will update them for you when you go into your lab. So I don't have a title on this one. I'm going to add a title. Atomic mass versus element. If I could spell atomic right, that would be better. Now when I go into my EISN, ladies and gentlemen, and I get on a graph that I have done something to, it will have an update button on it. And when you update, it will make those changes for you. But they will be in place. They will be on the bottom. You won't have to worry about that for Monday. Okay? So that is what you need to get done, ladies and gentlemen. If you need help, call me over. I will be more than happy to help you. But if you get this done, we're going to be sitting well for Monday.
Could there be a reason I don't have an import button?
Probably because you don't own any of the you don't actually own the original file. You know what I mean? You would have to make a copy of that atomic trends Google slide. And then when you do, then it would allow you to wait. Oh, select one first. Okay, now go down to the bottom.
I got nothing. Like I can copy it and paste it.
Try double clicking on it once. Okay, it must, I'm guessing it's maybe because you don't have your own copy of it. That may be why. That's the only thing I can figure because I've never run into that before. Because they all have their own copy, so when they
Well,
click
I
on
made
it,
a copy of it. Like, because I always make a copy of it before I do any of that.
and do you have a copy of the EISN?
Yeah.
And it should let you put it in there. I don't know why it's
Yeah,
not.
like I make, like, so whatever you give us,
Yeah.
like, it automatically makes a copy for them, but I make a copy of it for me. Because I mean, I can go
Go back into
here.
there. Click on that slide. And now do insert.
No, Rick, I hate this building.
Okay, go back.
that out once.
I mean, like I said, I can copy it.
Yeah, I don't know what's. I've never seen it before.
I have it.
Yeah,
But I don't know why I won't answer it.
that one I don't either. That's new to me.
So before you leave today, ladies and gentlemen, all of your graphs need to be in there.
No, sorry, put it in the box. I already warned you once. Put it in the box.
Alright, done with everything.
Victoria, you have a choice. It's either that or I send you down to the office, they take it away from you for the day. I'm giving you a choice. I understand you're done with everything, but again, I don't let people use their cell phones in class. I'm sorry. Okay? So,
make sure that before you leave, all of them are in. Okay?
you got all of them in? Okay, let's see. Well, I just want to see, because then you did a pretty good job here. Well, wait, you're missing one now. Okay, but thank you. Are all your titles done too?
Is he
You need to put the title on the top of
Oh,
Right, but you
I
need to
didn't
put
realize
title on top of your graph. All graphs need to. You could title it what is on the x-axis versus what is on the y. You deleted it somehow.
Christian. Do you have more in there?
Mm-hmm.
I just checking.
So, here's
No,
what
if
we're
I
gonna
need
do.
to
I'm gonna show
come
you how
help.
to make a graph. So we only want these two columns. So we highlight them. Insert. Chart. Hit those three dots at the top. Move to its own sheet. Click on where it says chart 7. Double click on it, sorry. Rename. And make it atomic radius. Here's the nice part. You'll notice it put in titles for you. Okay? But that's the wrong kind of graph. So we'll edit chart. Now under setup, select sorry. Click out of that. Customize. Chart style. Okay, sorry. Under setup, select the chart type. Up down a little bit. First line graph.
Just saying, like,
Click on it.
$284 and
Points on the line, like we did.
I have a business presentation.
And now you got
And
everything.
our budget
Now
is
you can import it.
for
Great. Thank you.
going to cry.
You're good this sir?
Asking for all of our materials.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Literally, so.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so here is the main thing. Make sure that this is all done for Monday. We're not going to start anything else right now because there's only a few minutes left. But again, if you need to clean up some stuff. Yes, there needs to be a title at the top. Yes, there needs to be a title on the X and Y axis. Mine don't have it here. So I would have to go through and I would have to change these. Okay? And on Monday, just a preview of what we're going to do. These shapes up here, ladies and gentlemen, listen. These shapes, what you are going to do is you're going to drag them onto your chart. And you are going to use them to highlight the elements that are either in the same period or that are in the same family. So the first three dots here are elements. Hey, the first three dots here are elements that are in the same period. So you're going to take an oval, you're going to drag it down, and you're going to circle all three of them with an oval. Then you're going to circle 4, 5, and 6 with an oval. Then you're going to circle 7, 8, and 9. Why? because now we're going to look at these. What are these dots doing here? What direction are they going? Up. That means it's increasing. Maybe they will be going down. Maybe they are decreasing. Maybe they're going up and then down and there's no pattern. We are going to look at that. And then with these, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take these 3 red squares. We're going to put one on the first dot, one on the 4th dot, and one on the 7th dot. Why? The 1st, the 4th, and the 7th element are all in the same what?
Family.
Same family. So now we're going to look at those dots, the red ones. Then we're going to take these and put them on the 2nd, 5th, and 8th, the 3rd, 6th, and 9th. We're doing this to highlight it so you can look for patterns easily. What are those individual dots doing? Are they going up? Are they going down? Are they staying the same? But it's a little easier to compare them if we have them highlighted. That's what we're going to be doing on Monday. And then you're going to be answering these questions, which is, okay, in the atomic number trend, what happens to the trend as you go down a family? Does it go up? Does it go down? Or is there no pattern? What happens to the trend as you move across a period? Does it go up? Does it go down? Is there no pattern? Guess there's one other option. It could stay the same as well. So that is what we are going to be looking at on Monday. That is why, ladies and gentlemen, it is very important for you to have this done for then. Questions?